Hello world, what's going on? This is John and Ricohmnemonic, so Samonic money. Um, man, today I want to talk about Libra. As 2019 is present at my time, I'm gonna keep it present at all time. And I've been getting a lot of people coming to me, like people like face to face, not in social media, but face to face. And what the topic would really be talk about, people is talking about, that this particular person went and broadcast about his daughter Hymen. Now the thing is that the first thing what tripped me out, and the first thing was that a lot of people didn't understood the word hymen. And at that time, it's like, if you didn't really have social media, if you heard the word, hymen, and if you didn't, have a dictionary around you and things like that, because, as time progresses, things becomes not to be what it used to be back then. It becomes less and less. First it goes, a little bit higher, then it dropped less and less, just like that. So when this particular person broadcasts and says about this particular word hymen about his daughter, a lot of people was very didn't even understood the word hymen. They just only read the title, but in anything of it. So right there and there, you gotta understand that, like a Libra energy, because I'm gonna tell you this, because it's really hard. Like when I say like hard, it is really hard for a Libra in this world to do is exactly job that it needs to do, like real hard. The reason why I said that, because the energy that deals with a Libra itself, it's just, you know it just amazing. And when I say amazing, you could take amazing in all kind of way you want to take it. Like, just, if you want to break it down to two ways, the 4 way, the 8 way, if you want to bring it down to the 16 way. Now the thing is that, what I always say this is that Libra, I have a situation about, Libras, like, and this situation is only from my personal situation, not what other people in this world think of my situation towards Libra, because that's what people does. They'll take your situation towards something and make it their world to be whatever world they want to make it to be. See, the thing is that people don't know how to stop and take it from whatever a person coming from, and then make it their way of whatever that person's coming from. I don't know if people see it. I don't, or people do see it, but they just don't know. But they just like to, whatever is whatever. Now, this particular word, this hymen, raise a big eyebrow. When I say raise a big eyebrow, it's like, hmm, like, it raised a very big eyebrow. Now, once it raised it, it's up to you. You wanna pick up the plate, and you wanna dive in what the hell this person was talking about, or you wanna just leave the plate, push it out the way, and do yours. But here goes the situation, is that everybody energy is art different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's just some people gonna can't push the plate away and deal with their plate. Some people have to take somebody else's plate and deal with it, and then trying to dish out whatever a person plate got going on. And I'm not talking about food, whatever, but whatever is on the plate, that's what's on the plate. Now I'm gonna tell you this: when I'm always gonna have a situation with Libra because since the beginning, since what happened, and in the beginning, some people knew about it, some people, and there's a lot of people didn't know about it. What happened? The situation very in the beginning, before I was born into this world, and then 100 thousands of other thousands of people was born to this world. And for me to be born into this world, to see whatever I seen, and I'm sitting here like, I said, God, you really, really want me to really see this? Like, I was like, it's like, what do you really want me to see? Because all I'm seeing is really chaos. Because if it's not chaos, then what do you call that? You know. But getting to the point, what I'm saying is that I was always saying Libra, like Libra is always putting something into a fire on both sides. Yes, they has a middle things to play with, because once you tap in that middle, it becomes bananas. It becomes nuts. It becomes like a person can't really function or things like that because you don't hit into the middle. So when Ti like represented this, you know what I'm saying? Because because some people is like wondering why Ti said the things what he says. And it's very, very difficult for another person take whatever they plate they dished out and take it into them and then dish it out what they was trying to interpret it. Because you gotta understand this, because what happened in the beginning is still here. The problem is still here. Because if it wasn't here, then what the hell is it? Because if you once says this, and I don't know how much, if it's true or whatever the case is, they say that the name of Adam and Eve, and I don't know if that's the name of, that's Adam and Eve, because the reason is because this has happened of thousands of decades, years and years, and back. And those time, that name could have been a whole different name. But the only way we can interpret it is what is its present. And what is it present, that's what you're gonna use that word to make whatever sense, to get some type of image or vision or whatever you want to call it, or your common sense, your the logic to it, whatever it is, all the all the communication skills into it. Because you gotta understand this: the people who are master of communication skills, if you put a Gemini into that situation, I'm talking about a real Gemini. I ain't talking about just a Gemini, your hybrid or this and that, or I'm talking about a real Gemini who are the master of communication. Because the reason why I say master of communication, because even Virgo is in the communication. But the thing is that Gemini is the more master of the communication. Reason why, because it's an air sign, and the air sign is something that you cannot see. Can you see the air? Like literally, like, can you see the wind blowing? If you really could see the wind blowing, it's because what? Maybe because you see the sand, and then you see it twirls up or whatever the case is. But if you didn't have none of those things, you would never see what air looks like. So that's why if you put a Gemini into that element, Gemini would be able to break down every single aspects of communication. That's why when those two comes together, Gemini and Libra, when them two comes together, it becomes a real whirlwind. But it at the same time, you gotta answer yourself. You gotta answer yourself. What kind of life are we living right now as 2019? Because before 2020 hits, 2020 should be after on. It's gonna be a whole nother game change. So this is why these things is happening. This is occurring. This is whatever. Because if if okay, you ever heard the saying was somebody always open great doors, for opportunities, and it's all, no matter what sign are you, that person's gonna always open great doors of opportunity, no matter if it's good or bad, because this is what we are born into. Now, if you feel like that's not, that's not the case, that's not what, that's not justified or anything, or what I'm saying, or what are you talking about, or what are you getting at, and thing, you could bring all these things together, and it doesn't matter if you could keep up with me or you can't, whatever, and things like that. The reason is that, like I said, there are great doors open opportunities. So now, when these great doors of opportunity happens, because if that person, that sign does what it does, it's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing, and it's basically, living up and wasting your energy sign of your main creator done gave you, and you ain't not trying to fix the problem. So now let me give you a image or view or something like that. If you look at the slaughterhouse as these animals are in, may, back then they didn't have it the way how we have it now. And you gotta understand is that these animals that is born into a slaughterhouse and things like that, once that animal get born into way the particular way of living, that 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 baby does not know anything what is about to happen, doesn't even know nothing, but at the same time it has that knowledge born into it. That's the kicker. You know how you play some, I don't know if people play poker. You know how when you have you thought you had the best hand, but if the person had the same hand like you, but you have the low, you could have the lower, the lower hand of the best hand, and the person had the same lower hand of the best hand, but it has the kicker, that person will win because it has the kicker, and the kicker is the lightning, is the light putting into to win and overcome whatever it needs to overcome to. So so when I was getting questioned about what Ti said and things like that, I'm gonna tell you, Ti, he don't realize something. He definitely realized something, and that realizes, like, are qualified to be realizing what Ti realized? It's like, are you qualified? Because if you're gonna sit there and come up and you're gonna try to justify or understand why he even bring up this even this situation towards his daughter and things like that. And then after that, and you know what's the funniest thing is that it didn't use the lower the like the lowest word. It just used Hymen. It's like when I say Hymen, it's like eight is it's spelled Hymen. So it's like you like Hymen is like you're gonna go ahead and research that. Once you research what is Hymen, you be like, whoa, why did he went there? Or okay, I see why he went there. Or you don't even know why he went there, and it'll be the whole situation or whatever, and it's gonna just gonna rise up to occasion. So when it rises up to occasion, and you gotta ask yourself, is that why did he even go there? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why did he even said that? For me, I'm saying here's like he have the he. I mean, whatever the case, whatever the situation is, he he has to. I can't say feel. They do have a little feelings and things like that, but then they don't really touch too much into feelings. But what I'm saying is that maybe because I can't read his mind. I can't read what he's trying to do because I don't want to read it because I'm so fixated. Like I'm the type of person like look at a person play and be like and you know and it somehow is appeared and I'm like that ain't my plate because I ain't fix my plate. He or she fixed their own plate and dished it out. That's not my plate, and I'm so fixated that's not my plate, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't want to be bothered with it. But since people keep coming to me with this same plate over and over and over, and I'm like, okay, well let me just have and touch a little base to it because maybe is a reason why people come to me and ask me this this situation why a person would have come with something like that, and now the whole world knows about it, and when the world knows about it, a lot of people of the whole world has their own opinionated thoughts. Understandable, but the thing is that what is going on is that we not battling just like for this side of the world because there are other side of the world is battling something totally different what we are battling. So that's what I wanted to to talk about and things like that because all breakdown what I'm saying is that the one Ti uses a word that a lot of people probably forgot about or some people who's into the words and things like that, seen the word, understood the word, and that showed that even brought into the table, and Ti makes sure that what he's saying is basically bringing everybody to the table. It's like, and if it ain't bringing everybody to the table, it's gonna bring the people who are who are chosen come to the table, and this is what I got on the table. So this is what I want to say is that, and I'm out. This is John Ricohmnemonic, so Sumonic, money, and I'm sorry guys. That's all I could say. Figured it out.